and welcome to the second part of my playthrough of the Reach Too Far scenario from the Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit 2. This is a scenario that you wouldn't find in the box. It is a scenario that you can download from the Multiman Publishing site. And in the first part of the video I covered turns 1, 2 and 3, and in this part of the video I will cover the other 3 turns, because this scenario takes 6 turns. So far, Brits are not doing very well. I mean, Germans suffered some heavy losses indeed, but Brits are still pretty far from their goal, since their goal is to reach this K hex row and to have at last 9 victory points. This means each squad has 2 victory points, each half squad has 1 victory point, and each commander has 1 victory point plus his negative modifier. So far, none of the allied units reached this K hex row, and the only one which seems to be pretty close to it, is this squad. We have a commander, he's wounded, so he is 8-1 in fact, and here we have a half squad, so nothing, it's not much. And the other British units are still pretty far from this zone. So we are starting turn 4, and let's see if Brits will make it in the following remaining 3 turns. So we are starting with rally phase, and as for allies, I think they are broken. Yes, we have 2 units that are broken. I will start with a unit not marked with Desperation Morale. 5, they are fine. And the other unit which is marked with Desperation Morale, it is 5, plus 4, minus 1 because of the commander, minus 1 because of the woods, so it is 9, minus 2, 7, and we need 8. So they are fine. Okay, that's good. We have all our units all right. Now Germans. This commander has not much to do. They are broken, but we have no commander here. So all we can do is to remove Desperation Morale markers from this hex. But that's all for Germans. And we are moving into prep fire phase. Okay. This mortar has its target acquisition on this hex. Well, we have no enemy here, so we can remove this target acquisition, and my target is going to be this German squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes, so my to hit number is 7. I have plus 2 because of the area fire, plus 3, plus 4 because of the 2 hindrance, and plus 5 because of the woods. So this is plus 5. Sounds like an impossible shot, yes, but my goal is to at last get some rate of fire and put target acquisition here. Let's see if we can... Oh, hell! So our mortar is broken. Hell. That's all when it comes to mortar, and that's all when it comes to my brilliant plan. Okay, let's see who else can fire. They have 8, so I will fire here. I have 8 plus 1 because of the woods. Not bad. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 with the strength of 8 is 1 MC. So for the German commander, he's fine. And for his troops, it is 6 plus 1, 7, and they are 7, so they are pinned. Nothing impressive. Now, who else? Well, they can fire at them, but it will be plus 3 because of the hindrance, so it would be pointless. As for them, they have 6, and it would be plus 1, plus 2. So do I want to fire? Yes, I will try, because they screwed everything. So it is 6 plus 2. Nothing. Okay, looks like Brits are not starting very good. And I believe that's all. Yeah, that's all. Not much of the prep fire. So I am moving into movement phase. So who's going to move? And I think I will start with them. They are moving with commander, so they are moving here. It is one. And now these Germans and these Germans can fire at them. But do they want to? One, two, three. So it's three hindrance. -1 because of the non moving in the clear terrain. -1 because of the moving in the without assault movement. So we have +3 and -2. So it's +1. 5 + 1 is 6. 6 in the 4 is normal morale check. So for the British commander, 5, he's fine. And for his men, 7. And we have -1 because of the commander, 6, they are fine. Okay, there is no residual fire because of the hindrance effects. And they continue their movement. It was 1, 2. And since he's wounded, he has only 3. He has a movement factor of 3, so they move here because it would they would need 2 movement points to reach this hex, and they were here. So 1, 2, and these Germans are going to fire at them. Same situation like that, like here. +3, -2, so it's 4 + 1. Okay, Germans are lucky. 6 normal morale check. For the British commander, he's fine. For his troops, they are fine. So again, no rate of fire, and it was 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Brits are here. They are firing again. They have, but now they have 2. It is 2 + 1. 7 + 1 is 8. This is a miss. Okay, and that's all for them. Okay, let's go with their fellow Brits. And what are they going to do? This squad with a machine gun moves here. It's 2, and they are moving here. It's 4. This commander is going to join them. Now this stack, I think I will move with this elite squad only, and they will remain here for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are firing at them. I have 2, and they are not in the open ground, but they are moving with non-assault movement. So it is 2 - 1. 7. 7 in the 2, it is a miss. Okay, so there is residual fire of 1, and Brits are continuing. They are moving here, and now they can do their final protective fire, but it will be also a morale check for them. So do they want to take that risk? Yes, they want to, because it will be 4 and it will be -1. So it is 4 - 1 for Germans. Wow, pretty good. It is 4 in the column of 4. It is 1 MC. Sorry, I should leave this here. And first, for the British commander, he's fine. His men, they are fine. Okay, so I have to place residual fire of 2, and that's all for them. Alright, so now them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are moving with double time. All these Germans are final fired, so they cannot. And now them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because of the road, and they don't want to take second double time for now. And this squad. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. They are broken. How so? Oh, looks like I flipped them without somehow when I moved them. Okay, sorry. So that's all for the British movement. Well, we are getting closer, I believe. So now we can now remove residual fire markers, and now let's go for the German defensive fire phase. Well, this squad can fire here. They have 2 and 3, so they have 5, and it is 5 without any modifiers. 6, not bad. 4, this is normal morale check for Brits. 8, and they have morale of 8, so they are pinned. Okay, that's all for them. I don't think that any other German units can fire at the Brits, so we can remove defensive fire. And now we can do advancing fire phase. So they are firing here. They have 3 and they have 6 because they are firing on the adjacent hex. And after all the modifiers, they are getting +1, so they have 7. So it is still a 6. So we have 6 +1 because of the terrain, -1 because of the commander, so it's 6 and 0. Wow! It's 3. 3 in the column of 6 is K2. So these Germans are halved. They suffer a quantity reduction. So I need to find second line half squad counter. Where do I have any? Okay, I found it. And now they have to undergo a morale check with +2. Nah, they made it. Somehow they made it. Alright, so that's all for them when it comes to the advancing fire. I don't think any other British units have any good chance for the successful advancing fire. Well, but it would be +1, +2, +3. Not much of a chance. So that's all for the advancing fire phase. And next we have road phase. I don't think that anyone has to road. Nope. So next we have advance phase. And now they are advancing here into these woods. Why here? Because it is K and we need to reach K. So that's fine. They are moving here. They are advancing here. They are advancing onto this hex. And here we will have another close combat. So where do I have close combat markers? Oh yes, here it is. So it is close combat. They are advancing here. They cannot advance and they don't want to. And I think they might advance here. Okay, so that's all for the Brits. Yeah, that's all for the Brits. Now we can resolve close combat. We have 6 versus 2, but first I have to roll for an ambush. White for Germans, red for Brits. Brits have -1 because of the commander, but it's still no ambush. So we have 3-1 for Brits and -1 for the commander, and 1-3, so it's 1-4 for Germans. So first for Brits, 4 they won because they needed 8 or less, and for Germans 6 they lost. So German half squad is eliminated. Okay, so that's all, and now I can remove this pin marker. And this concludes British part of this turn. Now let's go to Germans, and looks like they have a lot of their situation changed drastically. I mean, Brits lost the mortar, which was pretty effective so far, but here British units are coming and they are getting close to reach the game's goal, because they need 3 squads and one half squad or some equivalent of these units here, and I think they are not far from getting this. Okay, so now let's go to the we are starting with rally phase, and Germans have, well, they can do self-rally here, and that's what I'm going to do. 3, they made it, great. So this squad with a medium machine gun is back to action, and Brits are going to try to repair this broken mortar. Yeah, they made it. Mortar is back in action. I mean, there are no targets for it so far, but I think that it might be useful. For example, to create some smoke here and there. Okay, so that's all for the rally phase. Next we have prep fire phase. So these Germans are going to prep fire here. They have 8 plus 1 because of the woods. And this is 9, so it is spin test check. For the commander, he's fine. For his men, they are fine. So not much for Germans. And who else can fire? Well, them. They are firing here with 6. And 6 plus 1 is, oh, first of all, they get a rate of fire. And 6 with 7 is normal morale check. 7 and Brits have 8, they are fine. And they had rate of fire, so they can fire again with this light machine gun, so it's 3. And 6 with the column of 2, it is spin test check. Brits are fine. Okay. So this time Germans weren't lucky with their prep fire. So is that all? I believe that's all. Okay, what next? This grain gives these British units some nice cover. So I think I would like to move my units to have a better opportunity to fire our Brits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, they are broken, so only them. And wait a moment, Brits can fire at them. Well, grain, woods, it would be pretty hard, but they have a light machine gun, so why not? Why not? Let's see if they can. Well, no, they cannot see them. You can see that line of sight crosses this part of the woods, so they cannot fire at this hex. That's bad. Well, I believe they can, but it will be hard. First of all, they have a range of 4, so their firepower will be halved. Well, that's impossible shot. I'm not going to waste my time to resolve such impossible shots. And any other German units, I believe I can move them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was a double time. I used my these woods as a cover, so I could move quickly and freely. And now them. They have a machine gun, but first of all I will move this commander. He will go here, so he will try to rally this unit later. And as for them, what can I do? Okay, I will do something risky. I make an assault movement onto this hex. So I have they are firing here. They have 12. -1 because of the commander, +1 because of the woods. So it's 12. Oh, hell. Say goodbye to these Germans. It is 3 kill in action, so they are done. Light machine gun remains here. It was first fire and 6 here. Okay, that was very unlucky. I believe that's all when it comes to the German movement phase, yes. So next we have a British defensive fire phase. I will start here. 6 plus 1, 9. This is a miss. Next, here we have 6 halved because of the final fire, doubled because we are firing on the adjacent hex, so we have 6 plus 1 because of the woods, minus 1 because of the commander. Wow! They do not cover because they have a commander, so it's 4. This is 2 MC, 2 morale check. It is 5 plus 2, so it's 7. And they have 7. Well, I would say they are lucky because they weren't very far from being totally evaporated. And I believe that's all when it comes to the defensive fire. Yes, that's all when it comes to the defensive fire. Next we have German advancing fire phase. I don't think Germans have any good opportunities for advancing fire, so that's all for the advancing fire. Next we have a road phase, and no one has to road. And finally we have advance phase. So this unit advances here, they are advancing here, they are advancing there, and that's all. No close combat, so I can remove pin marker, and this concludes turn 4. Okay, I will move my camera a bit, maybe even zoom in, so we'll be able to cover everything that happens here. And next, who's going to do what? We are starting with rally phase, and all the allied units are fine, and Germans might try to rally this unit. 9, nothing. They failed. So, we are moving into prep fire phase, and who's going to fire and where? Well, they will. They have 12, plus 1, minus 1, and 4. Pretty good. 4 from the 12, it is 3 MC. 5, but it's plus 3, so 8, so they are broken. Okay. Anyone else? Well, they cannot see anyone. They will still continue to exchange fire with them. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 with 6, it is 1 MC. For the German commander, he's fine. For his men, 8 plus 1, 9, they are broken. Who else? I think that here I will try. I have 4 and minus 1 because he's wounded, and plus 1 because they are in the woods. So it's 4 plus 1, sorry, 4 and 0, and 7. 7 in the column of 4 is pin test check. So Germans are pinned. No, they are not. This stack. We have a mortar, and we have this unit with firepower of 6, so they will fire with their own firepower. It is 6, and plus 1 because of the woods, and plus 1 because they are double timed. So it is 6 plus 2, 9, this is a miss. So I can remove double time now, because they won't be moving in this movement phase. And I believe that's all. Wait, no, there is one more thing that I would like to do, and I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let me check for mortar. I need 12. No, mortar has the same to hit number on all its range, so I will try to lay a smoke here. So I have +2 because I'm using area fire, and I get -2 because firing smoke at a range less than 13 hexes. 8. So I missed because I needed 7 or less, and I have no rate of fire, so that's all for my mortar. And I believe that's all for my movement, my prepared fire phase. Okay, let's go to the movement phase. Who is going to move and where? I believe I will move them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now them. 1.5. Anyone tries to fire at them? No. 3, because they are moving that through the grain. And now these Germans are going to fire at them. They have 9, and it is +2 because of the 2 hindrance hexes, and -1 because they are not using assault movement. So it is 9, so 8 + 1. Oh, they have a rate of fire, and 5 + 1 is 6. 6 with the column of 8 is 1 MC. 6 + 1 is 7, they have 8, they are fine. And it was 8, so it is 1. Why 1? Because there are 2 hindrances, so it would be it was 8, so it would be 4, 2, and 1. Okay, they had 3, so they cannot move any closer. And now this hex, oh sorry, first of all they had a rate of fire, so they can fire again with this machine gun only. So it's 4 + 2 -1, so it's 4 + 1. Wow! 3 in the column of 4, and +1 is 4. It is 1 MC for Brits. And now they failed, so they are broken. And since we get 2, we still have a rate of fire, so this machine gun fires again, and this time it fails. But even so, it was quite a successful shooting. This unit was broken, and now them. Now, how do I want them to move? I mean like this. A half, 1.5, 3, and now these Germans are firing at them. It is 4 + 1 and -1 because of the non-assault movement, so it is 4. It is a covering, so we are moving in the column of 2, and 4 in the column of 2 is 1 MC. And they are broken too. Looks like Lady Luck is not looking at Brits now. Okay, and that's all when it comes to the British movement? Yes, that's all. So next, we have defensive fire phase. They cannot fire at anyone. My God, my camera. Sorry. Ah. Okay. Okay, everything's fine back. Sorry. Germans cannot do any defensive fire, so that's all. And next, we have advancing fire. So anyone is about to do advancing fire? Yes, I believe them. They cannot use their medium machine gun, but they have 4. So it is 2 and 4, so they have 4. And they have +1 because of the woods, -1 because of the commander, so they are firing with 4, and this is a miss. So that's all when it comes to the advancing fire. And next we have a road phase. So attacker is routing first. They are routing here, and they have to roll for interdiction. 11, it is a failure, so they suffer an interdiction. They are elite squad, so I need to find a half squad for them. Okay, I found it. So they are half squad now, and they are routing. Oh, come back. They are routing here. As for them, well, they are routing here. And Germans are routing here. That's all for the road phase, and next we have advance phase. So I think I will keep this commander, and they are moving here, they are moving here, they are moving here. This squad is moving here because I don't want that to make my stacks too big. So that's all for the advance. We have no close combat, so this concludes British actions in the turn 5, and we are moving into German actions. Okay, so this German commander will try to rally these units, but it won't be easy. First, for the non-Desperation Morale squad, no, and for the Desperation Morale squad, no. And because there are British units on the adjacent hexes, I have to mark this unit as Desperation Morale 2. That's bad. Now this commander, he tries to rally his unit. Nope, he failed. I can only remove Desperation Morale. And now Brits. First of all here, 4 plus 4 is 8. Minus 1 because of the commander is 7, minus 1 because of the woods is 6, and their morale is 8, so they are fine. Now this commander, he has minus 1. Let's see if he can make it. Whoa! Okay, this means that they have to suffer a reduction, and because they are already half squad, they are eliminated. That's bad. And that's all when it comes to the rally. We are moving into prep fire. So, Germans can prep fire anywhere. They cannot, they are broken. They are broken either. Well, they can. They don't want to form a fire group. They will fire a standalone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is +1 because of the double time, +1 because of the woods. So it's 4 plus 2. An epic miss. This squad fires here as well. They have 4 but +1. Oh, that's what I call shooting. It is 4 in the column of 4, it is 1 MC. 8 plus 1 is 9, so they are broken. This machine gun fires here, so they have 8 plus 1 because of the hindrance, plus 2 because of the woods. So it's 8 plus 2. Wow! It is rate of fire, and we have 5. 5 in the column of 8 is 2 MC. 7 plus 2 is 9, so they are broken. And now machine gun fires again, so it is +2, 11. Okay, this is a miss. So that's all when it comes to the prep fire. Germans haven't much more opportunities to perform a prep fire. And now German movement phase. Well, Germans aren't very eager to make any movements, so they have to stay where they are. And next we have British defensive fire phase. So I will start here. I have 4 and 8, so I have 16 plus 1 and minus 1, so it's 16 and 0 and 5. Well, there is a rate of fire, but more important is 5 in the column of 16 is 3 MC. Oh my! German commander. He is broken and he suffers wound. Let's roll for the severity of his wound. He is still alive, but he's wounded and broken. So he's in the deep, well, you know what. Now, where do I have a wound markers? Where did I put any? Alright, so he is wounded and broken. And now for his men. First for them, it is plus 3. 7 plus 3 is 10, so they are broken. They are half squad, so they are eliminated. And for the other unit, 8 plus 3, they are eliminated. And since they suffer a reduction, they are squad, so now they are half squad. Okay, and now machine gun fires. It has 4, so it's 8. 8 and plus 1 and minus 1, so 8 and 0. And 9, pin test check, so nothing. I kinda hoped that I will be able to eliminate these Germans completely. Okay, so that's all for this defensive fire. Next, can they see them? I believe they can. So it's 6 plus 1. It is a miss. And now here. I have 6 and I am firing here. So 1 and 2 and minus 1. So it's 6 plus 1 and 7. 7 in the column of 6. It is normal morale check for Germans. 9, they are broken. So we managed to silence this machine gun. This is good. It was pretty nasty. I believe that's all. Well, they are broken. This commander is alone, so they can fire. They are firing here with 6 plus 1. 9, this is a miss. And, well, my mortar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have them in my range, but it will be plus 3 for the hindrance, plus 1 for the woods, and plus 2 for the area fire, so it will be plus 6. Well, 9. This is a miss, so I can place a residual fire, target acquisition counter. I have no rate of fire. Okay, so that's all for the defensive fire. Next we have German advancing fire. Not much for Germans. Next we have road phase. And now this stack has to road here and interdiction roll. It is 6 for the commander, so he's fine, and for his men 6, they are fine. Here another interdiction roll for the commander, he's fine. For his men 7, and they have a morale of 6, so they suffer a reduction, so they are eliminated. So commander alone runs to this house. This unit cannot do any road, and them, well, they decide to road onto this hex with a commander, hoping that commander will help them. So that's all for the road. Next we have German advanced phase. Well, not much to do for Germans. Close combat, no close combat. So we are moving into the British part of the turn 6, which is going to be the last turn of this game. So we are starting with rally phase, and now British commander will try to rally these units. He has -1 and they have +4. 9. This wasn't enough, so they aren't. They are still broken. They will try to self-rally. They suffer a reduction, so I have to turn them into half squad. Next, Germans. This commander will try to rally his men. 5. He made it. They are fine. And this wounded commander will try to self-rally. He cannot. These Germans can remove Desperation Morale, and that's all. Oh, I forgot to remove this double time from the previous turn. Okay, so now the Brits have their last chance to win, and to win they have to get these 9 victory points. How many they have? They have only this commander on the hex row K, and he has 1 and -1, so he provides 2 victory points. We need 7 points more. So what can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. They are broken, so they cannot fire, but they can, and they are doing this. They are firing with 4, +1 and -1, because German Brits are not using assault movement. So it is 4 and 0. Now, that was pretty good roll. It is 1 MC. Okay, for the British commander, 9, he is broken. And for his men, they are broken as well. We have to place a residual fire of 2 and mark these Germans as first fire. Okay, this is going to look bad. So, this commander and his machine gun, they can reach this hex as well, I believe. We have a 1 squad and 1 commander, so I still can move here. But first of all, I will have to take this residual fire of 2. Let's see if they will survive this. Wow! It is 2 and we have 0. 2 from the column of 2 is K1. Hell! So, I have to check who is going to be reduced. Squad or commander? 1, 2, 3 squad, 3, 4, 5, 6 commander. Squad is reduced into half squad. Holy! And now they have to take a morale check with +1. For the commander, he's fine. For the men, 10. They are broken. Okay, I think I lost. I mean, well, wait. They are still on the hex row K. So if they will be able to rally themselves and they will survive German fire, they might actually be able to get back to normal. And we will be able to win. But that's not now. Now this squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, and when they are here, these Germans can fire at them. We have 4 plus 1 minus 1, so it's 0. And 10, this is a miss. So that's all for these Germans. And I have still one British unit that can move. One, I will take a double time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It looks, well, complicated. So that's all for the British movement phase. Next I have a German defensive fire phase. Well, they all fired, so they cannot fire anymore. They cannot see anyone. And that's all for the defensive fire. Next we have British advancing fire. Nothing. I mean, I will try. I have 6, so it's 3 plus 1 because I have assault fire, so I'm firing here with 4 and plus 1 because of the woods. 8, this is a miss. Okay, so that's all for the advancing fire. Next I have a road phase. And now they all have to road here along with their commander. Yeah. And now Germans doesn't have to road anywhere. So next we have advance phase. This commander remains here. He will try to rally this unit. They advance here to be in the grain, and that's all. So no close combat. We are moving into the German part of the turn. And now we will see if Brits will make it. I think this might be very hard for them. Well, let's count if it is even possible for them to win. Here I have a squad, so it would be 2. Here I have a squad, so it will be 2. Here I have a commander, it's 1. He has -1, so it would be 2, so it is 8. And I have a half squad, so it would be 9. So if this squad, half squad, will be rallied, and all of them will survive until the end, Brits will be able to win. So let's start. We are starting with rally phase, and I will start with this commander, and I believe he failed. But wait, he has -1, Woods has -1, so we have a -2, and this squad has 6. So no, he cannot rally this unit, and because of that the Germans are winning the game. So that was a tough battle. It wasn't easy to predict who is going to win. Brits were fighting hard, and I think they were quite close. They were very unlucky with this hex. They get so many bat rolls here with trying to get onto this hex. If any of these groups will reach this hex and wouldn't be broken, they will probably win for good. But somehow they lost. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.